Hey ComFam, I'm setting up my notebook planner for March. It's a new month, we're 2 days in, and I'm excited to share this with you. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly, practical, easy to use, user-friendly, beginner-friendly way to plan your way to calm, then keep on watching. Hello beautiful peeps of YouTube and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kat and you're watching Planning Calm. And here in this channel, I love to share with you all the many ways that can help you plan your way to calm and plan a calmer life. This is going to be a quick video on how I set up my notebook planner for the month of March. Now, March is always a special month because it is my birthday month. And yeah, I have a very special, March holds a very special place in my heart. So I'm just quickly sharing with you just how I set up my notebook as a planner, just to kind of help me kind of get going on the tasks that I have for the week and just try to keep my life in order. Because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes that's tough. Adulthood be adulting, or whatever that saying is. So I totally get it. And if you're somebody who struggles with, kind of keeping your life together and staying organized and on top of things, I would highly recommend that you consider getting a notebook planner, or getting a notebook rather, and turning it into a planner, because it is the quickest, fastest, easiest way to plan, in my opinion. I absolutely love notebooks in general, and I absolutely love turning notebooks into planners. And so that's what I'm showing you how to do. So right now I am working on just putting up kind of like a calendar style situation here. This will allow me to kind of keep track of when the days are in the week, etc., what's happening, all that good stuff. And then I'm just using my template from last month as an example. It's this verse has been, or this chapter rather, has been just nonstop running in my head this month. And that's what it's going to be. Psalms 23. Love that. And then to move on over to the overview. And the overview is basically the important dates in the month that I want to kind of keep track of. So things like your mortgage and birthdays, all those type of things are very important to keep track of. And so I always like to put them down. So I'm just going to take some time to write them down here, and then I'll be back with my goals. Alrighty, so my overview is done. Now moving on to my goals for this month. Now this month here, I'm actually kind of taking things easily. I'm not worrying too much about all the things. I'm just working on just some simple basic goals. And for me, I always like to have 3 goals that I put in this format. My first goal, goal number 1 will be to relax. Just to take some time, just to relax, find things that are relaxing, activities that are relaxing. My second goal is to rest. So rest includes things like sleep and nap. And my next goal is to hydrate. I'm just focusing on those goals, and I'm not stressing out about anything else. It's not about, choosing to eat healthfully, or choosing to, take this food out and put this food in, any of that stuff. This month, I'm just focusing on these 3 things because that's what my body needs right now. And then moving on into the weekly. So this is kind of like my weekly setup. So I'm going to start off with the first of the month, and then this will go to March, this Sunday. So that's why I like to have this little calendar thing here, because it just works perfectly. And it will, so starts on Sunday, ends on Saturday. And on the side here, I'm just going to put my Sunday. So Sunday first, I leave 2 spaces, then Monday the 2nd, 2 spaces, and so on. And this just works for me. I love doing it in this way. And then Saturday is the 7th, okay? And then flipping it over, then this will be the new Sunday, and it will be the 8th. And I gotta flip it over again because the memory ain't memorying. going to flip it over again, and we're going from the 8th to the 14th, to March 14th. And again, just doing the same thing. So starting off with the Sunday, which will be the 8th, leave 2 spaces, Monday the 9th, and so on. Alrighty, friends, so I have just completed filling out March in my planner. So I'm going to write out Psalms 23. I don't have my Bible with me right now, but you'll see in the next video that will be all filled out. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to go and highlight my headings for this month, and we just add a little pizzazz to it. What I love about a notebook is that bottom basic planning. You don't have to be extra. I like to be extra sometimes and just have a little highlight action, like a highlighter moment, if you will. But you don't have to do that. You can keep it simple. But this month, simplicity is the name of the game. I'm not stressing out about keeping track of this and writing out that. I'm just doing the basics. Bottom of the basics, bone planning this month, because I want to relax, I want to rest, and I want to focus on taking care of myself, hydrating, all that good stuff. And so that is my priority this month. My priority also is to spend more time in the Word, work on my faith. And again, unless I focus on those basics, like how to take care of myself and my relationship and my faith, everything else doesn't matter in my opinion right now. So that's kind of my thinking on that. If you notice here, again, I'm going to highlight my headings, and this is going to be the first week in this new month, and I'm going to highlight this section here. This is why I love my notebook planner. Like, if you make an error or things don't work out, there's a thing called a pencil where you can erase it and you can also just change it, and it's not a big deal. Mistakes happen. That's a part of life, and I totally embrace that, which is why I love a notebook and turning a notebook into a planner. So, I mean, and it's funny because I'm such a perfectionist in most things, but I recognize that with a notebook, I can just kind of relax and be myself. And if I make a mistake, if it doesn't look all that pretty, if my handwriting is sloppy, it doesn't matter because it's a notebook, and I can do whatever I want with it. It's not like a planner that I've paid $100 for and I have to make it look pretty and put it on display and, all that stuff. This planner isn't about that. This planner is just about getting me from point A to point B and keeping things simple. So I appreciate the concerns, folks, but it's okay. Mistakes happen and it's all good. I can go in and go back and correct it. What I'm doing now is I'm taking one of my dollar store flags, and I'm just going to label the section of the month in my notebook. This is completely extra, folks. Like I said, we're keeping it simple, but for me, I like to do this kind of stuff because I'm a stationary nerd and this brings me joy. If this doesn't fill your boat and if this stresses you out, feel free to omit that. And again, mistakes happen. I made a little boo-boo there, but that's okay. We're rolling with it. Why? Because it's a notebook and mistakes happen. It's okay. I'm saying this to you, but I'm saying it to myself. I'm the one who needs a reminder of, certain things, not necessarily you. And so when I go back and look on these videos, I'll be able to remind myself, okay, you don't have to freak out if, you don't have something the way you're supposed to have it. It's okay, Kat. Take a chill pill. So that is kind of how I set up March. Again, like I said, I sound like a broken record, but I apologize. I'm keeping it simple. So I have my calendar, my time with God, that I'm going to also put it in later. I have my month overview of the things that are important this month that I want to focus on, my goals for the month, and then my weekly calendar. Now, what I'm going to do is the things that I need to get done, things like appointments, all that kind of stuff, I will write in here in these spaces, and yeah, call it a day. And all the things that that are important to me, like paying bills, important stuff, when's the garbage and recycling due, all those lovely things will go on these pages. And typically, like in previous months, I use the former sections for things like a menu plan, and just my grocery list and menu plan and all that stuff. I'm not doing that this month. Again, this is the ease of the notebook planner, is that if you don't feel like doing it, a certain month or certain time or a certain week, you don't feel like doing it. You're not bought in because it's preloaded in there. One of the beautiful things I love about a notebook is that you can have the flexibility to plan the way you want. And I love that. So, in January, I did that because that was my space, my headspace at the time. I'm not doing that this month. This month, doctor's orders, I am just relaxing. I'm not stressing out about anything. Meal planning and prepping and all that stuff stresses me out. Right now, I'm just going with the flow, and that's okay. Now, if you're somebody who needs to prep that out, I'm showing you the pages here. You can totally do that in a notebook, and it's okay. I'm just choosing not to do it this month. Next month will probably be something totally different. Another thing that I'm not doing this month is I'm not doing my recap. I decided to omit this month because I would show you February, but February is kind of personal. I'm not getting into that. But I'm not doing this month in March because it stressed me out. If I set a goal for myself and, I didn't achieve it, that just adds more stress to me. And I'm already stressed and I don't need any more stress. So the month recap for March will not be included in this month. I've decided not to do that. And that's okay. I feel really good about it. And again, like I said, when it comes to a notebook planner, planning the way you want is the name of the game. And finding strategies and tips and all the things, ways, and all the things that work for you is how you plan your way to calm. And I can't stress that enough. Life is tough enough as it is. The world is nuts right now, and there's no need to stress ourselves out in our planning game. For me right now, what brings me calm in my life is embracing my faith, building my relationship with God, and just taking things easy, keeping things simple. That has been working for me so far these past few weeks, and I've really, really appreciate it. If you're somebody who's in a busy season of life, you have a lot of responsibilities, a lot going on, really struggling with work or whatever your situation is, please comment down below and let me know so I can pray for you, send some good love your way, because we are all trying to work out this thing called life together. And it's really nice when you have a little help from your friends to kind of get you through. So there you have it, my friends. I hope this was helpful. Hopefully this was a quick video. I tend to ramble, but if this was helpful, I would love for you to give this video a like, and I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel for more content to come. So until next time, my beautiful friends, take care, be well, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, Planner Peeps.